Hi guys, and welcome back to Top Speed Golf. In today's video, I'm going to do a swing analysis of a member of the website, Jim. He's been doing fantastic. He's got his swing speed radar out here. His highest swing speeds before were around 80 miles an hour, is what he said. He had quite a few after working through some release drills on the Top Speed Golf system, and we can see he's really releasing this club really fast here, letting that club really whip on through contact. He got up to 90 miles an hour and even had one at 98 miles an hour, so really picking up some club head speed. We're going to talk about what he's doing correctly and then also what he can do to improve even more. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so as we can see from the intro, he's really letting this club whip through contact, and that's something that we can do to really help our club head accelerate. Now, he can go even a little bit better on this. We'll see that as he's coming into the downswing, he's going to go ahead and free up those arms, not feel like his body's dragging the club through there, and releasing that club, trying to release that club out in front. Now, this is what we call the straight line release in the Top Speed Golf system, and what that means is as your body is about 45 degrees in front, the shoulders, the hips, the arms, the hands, the club, everything is going to release out into this position. So we're not going to feel like we're holding on to the club. He said before when he was losing some speed, he always felt like he was trying to get forward shaft lean and just kind of drag the club through contact. And now he's just going ahead and let the hands free up, and he feels like he's taking a nice aggressive swing at the ball. So that's really a good thing that we can all do. There's a couple of videos that I recommend that we can watch. I have a throw the hammer drill that's in the straight line release section on the website. So once you're on the website, for those of you that are members, go to the Top Speed Golf system, go to the release section, and then go to the hammer throw video, which I believe is level 2. And then the next video I want you to watch is video 2.4, so level 2 video 4. We're going to talk about how to turn this grip back up. So this is a good key for those of you who are struggling with your release. Here's the club shaft here, and I know we don't have this is just from a phone, so we don't have the clearest picture of what's happening with the hands and arms and club, but we can definitely get a good idea here. We can see that that's the direction that the club shaft is pointing just prior to contact. And if we feel like we're really letting that club whip through contact, we can see that just in a short period of moving the hands, now the grip is pointing back up toward the center of the body, and the hands haven't moved very far. So we can see that the hands have only moved here maybe a foot or so, and the club itself has moved probably 8 or 9, maybe even 10 feet in this process. So that allows the club to really whip up through there, and I got a great drill that's going to help you to feel that. One thing that you really want to key in on is feeling like you're pushing into the ground. So your lead leg is going to feel like it's pushing down in the ground. That's going to push your hip and your shoulder back up. The ground's going to push back up into you, and that's going to allow you to turn this grip, this club, the butt end of the club, back up into your body, which allows the club head to whip on through there. So that's a really good key to focus in on. And video 2.4, the turn the grip up, is a great video to work on as you're practicing that. Now the next thing, let's talk about a couple things that he could do a little bit better. Number one, if he could get a little bit more hip and body rotation. So there's two things that can happen in the golf swing. Number one, we're going to rotate our hips and shoulders back and through, or number two, we're going to let our arms and hands swing the club back and through. So if we don't use very much hands and arms, we're going to have to get a lot of fast body rotation to move the club. If we don't get a lot of body rotation, we're going to have to use a lot of hands and arms. So it's always about finding a balance of these two things. We can see that as he goes to the top, one of the things that's happening is the hips tend to slide a bit to the right. So we can see that the hips are sliding out a little bit this way, and they're not really rotating very much, and that's causing him to lose some power. You'll see that his spine angle is leaning back a little bit to the target. So what I would recommend doing here is we want to have that spine angle. This is something that we really focus in on the stable fluid spine in the system. Have that spine angle tilted away from the target a little more, and the way you're going to do this is to feel like this back leg, as you take your backswing, is pushing down and out into the ground, and that's going to push your hip back and up away from, or back almost toward the target. So your pant pocket, your right pant pocket on the back of your pants is turning back toward the target a bit instead of sliding to the right. So right now what's happening is he's pushing a little bit down this way into the ground. Oops, sorry there. The force is going a little bit more this way, and the hip is going more that way, out to the side. So we want to make sure that that hip goes more a little back to the target. That's going to keep him in good posture and get him to rotate those hips more. And then as he's coming through, he can rotate those hips more coming through. So one of the things that we see that the body is slowing down a little bit too much right through here, and then the hands and arms have to take over, and that's why the club is hinging up a little bit too much. So it's a little too much hands and arms and not quite enough body rotation. We would work on getting that body to rotate all the way on through there. Now, a good video for that, again, for those of you that are members of the website, if we talk about the Top Speed Golf System, video 2.1 is how to use the hips for a powerful golf swing. It's going to get you to rotate the hips back and through. So we already talked about how in the backswing, what we want to focus in on is having the weight pushing down and out with the right foot in this direction, kind of going this way, and that's going to push that hip back that way to rotate it. As you're coming down, we're going to do the same thing in the opposite direction. So for those of you who want something to key in on with this, you're going to feel like the lead leg is pushing down and out this way. You see his lead foot should feel like it's pushing out toward this swing speed radar, and that's going to push his lead hip back, his lead shoulder back, and help those to rotate on through to a good full finish coming all the way on around. So great use of the arms, great use of the hands and arm speed to really get that club whipping through there. For those of you who want to work on these same things, start out with the video 2.4 in the release on how to turn the grip up. That's going to get that club whipping through there. And then the two things that he would work on, and what I'd recommend that Jim working on here, is video 1.3 in the stable fluid spine section, which is going to talk about how we can split the center of our belt buckle. A great video to get you tilted away a little bit more. And then video 2.1, how to use the hips, and we're going to key in on a couple of those things that we mentioned with the ground and pushing into the ground to get the hips to rotate. So good luck to you guys. Go out there, work on those drills. I'll see you guys very soon. All right, so for those of you on YouTube, I got a great bonus for you. I'm going to play a preview of a video that's going to go over the #1 lag mistake that I see. So if you want to get more lag, you really want to get this club setting, you feel like sometimes you start casting the club as you're starting down. We can see that he's losing a little bit of the angle here. This video is going to be absolutely fantastic and talk about how to build lag in your downswing rather than losing lag in your downswing. I'm going to play a preview of that video. It's going to pop up any second now in the screen, and all you have to do is click the link that's on the left side of or the right side of your screen, excuse me. You'll be able to watch that video absolutely free of charge. Plus, you're going to get 5 videos from the Top Speed Golf System that are going to walk you through these fundamentals. I mentioned a few of them today. They are the fundamentals that are going to get your best swing, simplify the golf swing. Doesn't have to be that complicated, and you're going to get the big time results from it. So you don't have to worry about all these tiny details that aren't really going to give you the improvements. So all that you're going to get all that is whenever you click the link that pops up on your screen or down below in the description if you're on a mobile device or a tablet. So good luck to you guys. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. Click the thumbs up button. That really helps us out to grow and keep bringing you some good videos. And also remember to subscribe. That way you see our latest videos. Good luck, and I'll see you guys in the lag video. Hi guys, and welcome back. I'm Clay Ballard, and in today's video we're going to talk about one of the absolute worst drills for creating lag. It's a very common drill that I see. And in this drill, what we're going to do is we're going to set the wrist very early to create an angle of lag, and then we're going to try to hold this throughout the swing. It's one of the worst things that you can do to build lag. I'm going to talk about the science behind why this is the case, and I'm also going to give you a great drill to help you improve your lag, all in this video. Let's go ahead and get started. I do it this way versus holding that position. Exact same thing happens when we're building lag in the golf swing. So what we want to do is throughout the swing, I want to have a very low and wide takeaway. So I'm not going to set my wrist early at all. If you look at a lot of the top players, you look at Adam Scott, very wide takeaway, not very much wrist set at all. You look at Rory McIlroy, look at Tiger Woods. All these players are using a wide takeaway and not getting very much wrist set, so that later in the swing, as we start down, we can increase this wrist set, and we're really only going to max out this angle of lag for a split second in the downswing. Okay, so a 3-step drill here. Now, as we get started with this, I want to remind you that the fulcrum in this golf club for getting a massive amount of lag is right at the end of the golf club. This is where I want my hinge point to be. I want to use the full length of this club to build lag and then release lag.